Hi everyone, it's Taff. Welcome to a quick video I thought I would produce. It's going to be a quick description of how to do the olive drab skin modification and also any nose art changes you want to do to B17 the Mighty Eighth. One of our most beloved old age games, which I absolutely adore. As you can see, here's the screen. I've just have it up. I do have the original. I have the original game actually, B17 one. One of my first ever PC games, and then I followed up with the B17 the Mighty Eighth CD copy. But then I've also, just for ease and any other worries, I also purchased it off GOG, Good Old Games, B17 the Mighty Eighth. There it is up there. Okay, anyway, enough of that. First thing you need to do the any modifications to B17, you need the editor. Now head over to this fantastic YouTube channel, which I'm sure you're all aware of. Yeah, it's mine. Okay, ignore that. Hit my About section and go to the Dropbox. Now in the Dropbox you'll see a folder called B17 Mods. Click on that, and here we have them. So there's another folder which is B17 Nose Art. You can click on that and you'll see all various nose art which you feel free to download and use at will, basically. We also have some other mods which are available. 50s.zip. Now that is a mod to make the 50 caliber machine guns look all grubby and used. Whether or not you want that or not, or you want to keep the bog standard 50 calibers, that's up to you, no problems. You then got two olive drabs, the 100th olive drab bomber skins and another 100th B17 olive drab. Various different colour tails and that kind of thing. Have a look through there, see what you want, and use as appropriate. You've got clean glass sights, which basically cleans up the exactly what it says, the glass sights on the bomb. Not the bomb, sorry, the gun station. So like the window on the tail gunner, the turrets for the bull turret gunner, and the top turret, and also the nose of the bomber. So if you want clean glass, that's the mod for you. Oval windows and all sorts, weathered B17. Anyway, have a look through, see what you want, and use and disregard as you wish. The file you will 100% will need is this OMF mod and manual. So this is basically the editor. So download that, just click on it and it'll go download. Yeah, okay, I won't bother doing that because I already have it. And when that's downloaded, you want to extract the application file into the root of your B17 game. So for me, it's on my C drive, it's in GOG Games, and it's B17. So this is the root of the B17 file, and you should see the OMF editor. There it is, OMF mod, there it is, and it's application, which is fine. Once it's in there, that's it. You don't have to worry about it. Next thing, part 2, or step 2, go into Resources, Media, and then back all these files up. You probably won't, you'll probably only touch 3 of the files, but back them all up somewhere safe, just in case you make a mistake or you screw a file up. You can always just then put the original back in. So back all those up before you make any changes. Okay, the 3 files I discussed were these OMF files. So they will be aircraft, B17 data, and front end. They are the 3 files which you'll probably work on. You probably won't touch the others. So for an example, a working example to explain a little bit better, I thought we'd do. We'll have a look at installing some olive drab bomber skins. So if you open up the get rid of that. If you open up the RAR file, you'll see all these, and this is basically all the various images of the olive drab skin. This can be edited in the aircraft OMF file. Because you've already downloaded or extracted the OMF editor into the root, you can just double click it and it will open. And you can see it's all got the canopies for the Messerschmitt 262 jet fighter. Look through those. You've got 50 calibers. So this is where you'll the 50 cal mod, this is where you'll change them into a more worn and torn metal look to make them look a little bit more used, which is great. For this one, we've got B17 NMF port missions. So you just scroll down to B17 NMF NMF port mission markings. There we go. Mine is already olive drab, it's not the original. So basically all you do is drag that file and drop it, and then you hit save. And to show that that's taken, it won't, because it's the exact same file, so it hasn't made any changes, but that will then go red. And basically you just need to go through all these and just move all these files onto there. You can, if you're feeling daring, just copy it all and drag it. One word of caution, this editor isn't the most stable. It's fine if you do one or two, then save. It's absolutely perfectly fine. If you do a whole heap of them and dump them over, it may crash. So it's always worth doing, I would say, probably two, then save, and then after a few times, that'll crash. So you'll have to pick up from where you left off. It's a little bit of a hassle, and it can be a bit of a chore, but it's worth it in the end. So just bear with it. So just close all that down. That's basically how you do the olive drab. It's that simple. When it comes to nose art, it's only slightly more complicated. Nose art can be found in B17 data. Double click on that, open it up. Brilliant. As well as other things as well. So for example, you'll find the recognizable bomber names. So All American Mask, obviously port and starboard. It was the woman with the American red and white hat, and I think she had a cane as well, like a cheerleader type thing. I've obviously replaced that with Bitto lace. Now, one of the things I was going to do, if you've watched the series of Squadron Commander, you'll realise that Vertigo, which has actually got the nose art of Varga Venus, is actually, I installed the wrong one. So I thought I'd correct that and show you how it works. So if we find Varga Venus, I've basically downloaded Varga Venus. It'll come in a zip file like that, and I've extracted it into a file just for use of this video. Now, ignore the top three ones because I've created them. You will have these these 5 files. I could probably just extract that to show you. Extract that, you get these 5 files. Now, you can literally just drag and drop these onto this if you want to keep it as the ogres. I've changed it around a little bit, so I haven't used the default names that they've marked it on those files. It's not a problem. It's just something you need to be aware of. Some of the nose art have been created by different people, so they point to the same bomber, so you may need to change the names of the bombers. Now, one thing to know, with the OMF file, the bombers' names will always be the default bombers' names. So you have to change your nose art to match the default bomber names. It's that simple. So for this one, I'd already had something on the ogres. I can't remember what I had on the ogres. Let's just have a quick look. The ogres. Where's the ogres? The ogres, there we go. Oh, so I had Hawaiian Honey already installed for the ogres. So I didn't want to overwrite that. So I changed that to Superstitious Aloysius. Yeah. I could have picked an easier one to say, couldn't I? So if we find Superstitious Aloysius, I'm struggling, here we are. You can see it's the aluminium skin for both port and starboard masks. So basically, the default bomber name, you have to type that exactly and rename the files you want exactly, and then it will work. So for this one, you'll get, as I say, the 5 files. You'll get 2. So you get the Ogre's Mask Port and the Ogre's Mask Port NM. That's natural metal, so that's the aluminium finish. So you want the one without that designation. So I've copied those 2 files and renamed them. I've also copied that file and renamed them. This file will come to in a minute. It's just the mask we're looking at the moment. So for Superstitious Aloysius Mask Port, we just grab that file, drop it on there, and you see it's gone to the olive drab, then just hit save. Now, because it has made a change, that should go red. Yes, it's gone red. You need to just click away from it, and it'll go red. And we'll do the same for the starboard mask. Boom. Save changes. Perfect. And that's it. That's as simple as it is. And you see those two are now red, and I'll just close it down. That's done, dusted. That will now display correctly the next video I will create for Varga Venus, which is great. Now this file, which we haven't looked at yet, I've renamed that to Superstitious Aloysius again, because that's what I needed to do to match the default bomber name for these two masks. Now these files, these are the images of the nose art which you'll pick when you customize your bomber. So when you change the name of your bomber, then you choose your nose art. This is basically the front end picture of that nose art which you'll see. This needs to be changed in the front end file. So as I said, aircraft for your drab skins, B17 data for your nose art, and front end to basically bring that nose art to the menus. So if you look through here, you'll see various paper textures, one of the in or out boxes. Oh, this is the out tray for our desk. What we need to do is scroll down to find Superstitious Aloysius, and I wish I'd have picked an easier one to keep saying. There it is, Superstitious Aloysius. I've already got the correct nose art there, so I could just drag and drop that, but it won't make a change because I had the right one there anyway. So that's all you do, and so that will correct it in the customization menu option. So when you go through renaming your bomber, finding your nose art, that will display so you know what you're looking at. Make sense? I hope so. That is basically it. It is that simple. If you have any problems or you want anything else explained, then please just leave a note in the comment section below, and I will try and answer it as best I can. There is a manual that comes with the OMF editor. It's actually part of the zip file which you'll download, so if you need step-by-step instructions, have a read through that. It's all there, and hopefully that with this video will be enough information to help you edit your files as much as you want, to customize your game as much as you like. So I hope that's been useful and informative, and yeah, you get more pleasure out of your game. We're making the changes you wish to see. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time.